Hey planner friends, this is Angela from the Chaotic Life of a Planner. So today I have in front of me my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Budget Planner. This is a 7x9 size. This is also the neutral version. I have no idea why I had 2 pens shoved in there, but I did. So what I am bringing you today is weekly check-in. Now, you can see I did a terrible job doing my weekly check-ins. So I'm going to try and bring you guys up to date. I am going to start, I think we'll go ahead and start with the first week. So what I like to do is take my ruler. This goes to 4-4. So I'm just going to draw a line in my spending tracker. So maybe I should do it here after 4-4. That would be wise. So I know where I need to stop for that first week. Okay, and then the next one would be 4-11. Then 4-18, which these last 2 weeks I was really good about pulling out cash, so I don't have as much to track over here, which is really how I prefer to do it. Okay, so I think that's good. So let's get started. So let's start, let me think about this. I think I'm going to use my mild liners and just, as I add them up from my spending tracker, just draw a line through them. So I'm going to start with my money. So maybe I'll just draw a line over here. So I have $9.30. Then I have a $200 transfer, which is how Mike prefers me to do it. He prefers me to transfer my money right to my Chime account so that he doesn't have to worry about seeing all my transactions and trying to figure out what they are in the joint account. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way. And then I had Caffeinated Cait. So I guess that's all I had for the first week. So that was $234.27. I don't think I had anything. Let's see, this went to the 4th. Nope. Okay, so there's that. So let's do gas next, which I won't need this anymore. So for gas, I have 80, so gas is pink. I have 83.76. And then that's it, which is good. Let me just touch my first, look at my first paycheck. I had $130 budgeted for gas. So this went from, $329. So maybe that's what I'm missing here. Okay. Yeah, I can look back and see that I had $46.06. That must have been for my car. Okay, there we go. So let's wipe this out. Perhaps. Why is that not working? There we go. Okay, so $129.82. I think as I do this more often, I will get better at it and it won't seem as awkward for me. So in Paycheck Budget 1, I had $130 budgeted for gas. So that left 8 cents. How much did I have for groceries? $216.52. So that left nothing. I'd already added that up ahead of time. maybe before I realized exactly what I was doing. So let me cross these off as I go. Okay. So there's that. The next category would be weekend fun. Okay, so I had a $300 withdrawal. I'm not going to lie, this was terrible because Mike was home this week and we didn't actually do a good job about pulling out cash to keep us on budget. We've talked about this numerous times afterwards. We cannot do this again. So we had 300. First off, let me see what I had budgeted for weekend fun. Yeah, probably exactly what we spent, because we didn't even really do our budget until after we got paid, which is terrible. And we have made that mistake lots of times, and we said we're not making that mistake anymore. That is what gets us into trouble. So we had $300. Let me just flip back to the last week in March. So what did I say? The 29th to the 4th. Yeah. I'm just checking something here. Okay, so we had $44.85. Oops. Let me cross that off. Now we're into April, where we had so many that I couldn't even fit them all. $12.94. $117.75. 70. So there's all of those, and then I have one over here for $11.99. So how much have I budgeted? $5.61. I must have missed one somewhere, so I'm just going to go with what we budgeted because yeah, I'm just going to go with that. $561.36, which is ridiculous. Absolutely stinking ridiculous. So cross these off. Okay, there's that. Next we have household. I don't think I had any there. So in my key right here, I'd be looking for this mint green. That's a groceries too. Let me just flip back to March. Okay, I did have household. I don't even know what it was, but $24.16. It was too long ago. $24.16. Did I have anything budgeted for household? Nope, I didn't. So technically, I guess that should have went in unbudgeted, but unbudgeted just has like such a negative connotation to it. I had only budgeted $200, so I was over, but it's fine. It will work out in the end. Okay, now we have unbudgeted. I didn't actually have any that first week, which was good because we had budgeted in our paycheck budget for the gender reveal. We had also budgeted kids' expenses. So yeah, everything's fine there. So we were over a little, but not terrible. Okay, so let's go on to the next week now. Move that out of the way. So now we're at 4/5 to 4/11. So let's start with groceries, which I took out $200 as just a cash withdrawal. And then let's see, so this would be the 5th through the 11th, which I shouldn't have any. Nope, nothing, because I had that $2 budgeted. or $200 cash. That's good. Let's see what I have. Paycheck budget 2, yep, $200. So I had $75 budgeted for gas, which I actually only used, looks like $45.01. Let's cross that off. So I still had $29.99. Okay, weekend fun. What did we do this week? Okay, I took out $200 for weekend fun. Let's see if we spent any. Nope. And I had $200 budgeted. Hallelujah. Household. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so now we're into my money. I had a $75 transfer to Chime. This was something I had bought for one of the girls that I didn't have budgeted for, but I just took it out of my spending money. So I spent $89.97, and I had budgeted $100. So I'm over $10.03. And then we did have some unbudgeted. I had to pay something to the college that one of my daughters goes to. And I had to give one of my daughters money for gas, and she needs something that she wanted for the baby. So not terrible reasons, but they were still not budgeted for. That's what I mean when I say that unbudgeted has such a negative connotation. But just because you didn't budget for it sometimes doesn't mean that it's not a necessary expense, and it also doesn't mean that it's not like terribly bad, if that makes any sense. So now we're on the 12th to the 18th, which would be, let me work on that one, be the 12th to the 18th. I must have missed something here. Okay, well, let's just start with grocery. 12th to the 18th. So groceries is this aqua color. I had $43.14 to Walmart, $47.36 to Costco, $20 to Safeway, so I had $110.50. And that would have been in this. So I was over for groceries because I had used my $200 in cash right here. Maybe. But I wouldn't have put them over here if I didn't swipe my debit card for them. So, see, this is why I need to do this weekly. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, so I'm just going to say that I'm over. Did I have any gas? Nope, no gas. Which is weird, but I didn't. Weekend fun, I did have some of that. I had $1.50, $25.90, so I was a little bit over because I had taken out my $200 then. Household, nothing. I'm not going to mark in mine because I'm pretty sure, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't have any because I had already sent that over. So I only had the $259. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we'll just leave that for right now while I think about that. And then but I think it's still going to work out in the end. And then unbudgeted, what was this for? Oh, these were some shoes that I got for Benjamin. And then this was Michaela started a new job and she needed some scrubs. She's still doing her her home health job, but she's also working in an assisted living facility right now. Okay, so there's that. This is what I missed right here. Was, let me, 173. I had transferred the rest of my money over here to my Chime account. Okay, there we go. So my money was $173.17. I haven't spent anything else in addition to that. Let's see what we have for groceries. This is the 19th to the 25th. Okay, so I took out my cash withdrawal right here, which was $300. I also had this at Fred's, and that was at Safeway. So I'm going to be a little over. So I had $300 budgeted, and I spent $333.08. So I'm negative $33.08. Now we're up to gas. And dates again, 419. So I had to give Michaela money for gas. We put gas in the truck and gas in the car. So $148.87. Let's see what I budgeted from paycheck 3. $175. Not too bad. So I still have $26.13 there, which kind of makes up for this. Then we have weekend fun. I pulled out $100, and that's all I spent. I actually still have a little bit left in my wallet. Now we have household. Cross that off. This was a little bit extra for weekend fun, but Mike was aware of that, so I'm going to cross that off. I need to cross these off too. Boy, I didn't cross these off either. You guys should just fire me. So I didn't have any household. Nope. And no unbudgeted. So not completely terrible. I'm going to be a little over, let's see, or a little over budget. So I had 8 cents here, $29.99, $10.03, $26.13, and then if I subtract Yeah, I'm about $455. So let's just notate this right here. $455.33, which isn't the best, but it's also not absolutely terrible considering that, like I said, some of my unbudgeted items were still necessary. We just didn't know we were going to have to pay them. So it works out okay. Groceries wasn't absolutely terrible. Like I was a little bit over here. I was over here. I had given myself, let's see, what was my monthly? So $720. So let's see, $720 minus $216.52 minus $200. So overall, I was over $140.10. So not terrible in groceries. In gas, we had a pretty decent month. And then I don't think that I went over in my money, but let's see. That's one area that I need to be careful to not go over because I don't want to take advantage of that. Which I did not. I was 500 exactly. So that was spot on. So I'm going to, and I don't always take 500. This is just what I took this time. I'm going to go ahead and mark that in pink. Just so I know that I was spot on in budgeting. So I think that's pretty much all that I need to bring you guys for my budget check-in. So we still have some work to do, but we could definitely have done a lot worse. Let me see if I can show you one of my budget check-ins. Okay, so here's from January. Like I was over in like nearly everything. And I didn't even do my last weekly check-in. Let's check in. Yeah, I didn't do any of my February check-ins. March check-ins, I was still going to be over. I'm sure I was. So here's my April check-ins. So my May check-in pages look a little different, which if you've watched my budget videos, you've seen that. So here's my May weekly check-ins. I'm excited to start the month of May's budget. It's super, super, super tight. You will not see me taking $500 in May. Our grocery budget will probably be even a little bit less. We'll just have to see. So anyways, I've got a long ways to go. We did pay off 2 credit cards in April, which I'm super happy about that. We will not pay off any credit cards in May, but we will at least try and make some type of additional payment to something, whether it's extra money to the orthodontist or, you know, something like that. Maybe we double up one of our minimum payments. We'll have to figure that out. So I'm going to be trying to do a paycheck budget. You'll probably see a paycheck budget maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, which is something that I haven't done before. So if you guys are interested, hit the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave me any comments if you have any questions about how we do things here. I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.